G'day and welcome to the NRL Round 10 preview. Let's get stuck straight into it. I'm on my lunch break, haven't got much time. We'll start with the ladder, brought to you this week by the Penrith Panthers' new odour toilet, Suraj. And if you can pick up that odious scent coming from the foot of the mountains, you'll know it's Suraj. It's all the rage at the Panthers stadium at the moment. Something has an almighty stink about it there. And Ivan Cleary, mate, you better fire those boys up, or you were picked to make the grand final. You mightn't even make the finals the way you're going. In fact, you might even pick up the wooden spoon. Okay, here's the ladder very quickly, and you'll see there's the Panthers, stone motherless, second last. But it's the big three that everyone's chasing: the Roosters, Rabbitohs and Storm, and the Raiders bringing up fourth. All right, let's get into it, and we're going to start. We're going to skip ahead to Saturday night for you English people, because there's 6 Englishmen on show in the nation's capital. It's the Rabbitohs rolling into town. The Burgess brothers are barrelling into the nation's capital to take on the Raiders, and the Burgess boys hold the key to this game. Through their barnstorming runs, George and Tom, they set up Damien Cook, who is just slicing and dicing everyone apart, and if the Raiders don't fix their leaky ruck from last week, they're in big trouble. That's where Ryan Sutton and Josh Hodgson will come in, and Josh Hodgson, if he can get the better of Damien Cook, the Raiders are in with a big chance. But with Sam Burgess killing it out in the second row, he's one of the form players of the comp, and with Cody Walker and Adam Reynolds pulling the strings and Damien Cook just running rampant, I actually think the Rabbitohs will hop out of town with the 2 points there. So let's go back to the start of the round, now that we've got that one out of the way. Sorry, Green Machine fans. And we start the round with the Storm playing the West Tigers on Thursday night. The Storm coming off a massive 64-10 win. It's a short turnaround. They did get beat by the Tigers there last year. The Tigers are coming off a 30-4 win over the Panthers. But with the Panthers form line, I don't know what that really says about the Tigers. I think the Storm will be too strong and they'll get the chocolates in that one. Let's keep ripping and tearing. And it is the Panthers coming up next. And if the Panthers lose this one against the Warriors, the first game on Friday, Ivan Cleary will be looking for a stiff drink, and he may as well hop into the Last Chance Saloon, because that's where the Panthers currently are. Oh, look, he's wielded the axe. He's got rid of RCG. He's got rid of Josh Mansour. He's trying to shake it up, but they're really struggling. The Warriors had a great comeback win last week, led by RTS, back to form. Katie Nikorima had a really good club debut. I just think Penrith, they're desperate. You can smell the Suraj seeping out of the ground. Look, I'm going for the Panthers. If they lose this, they're dead meat, dead and buried. Panthers to win by 4. All right. Our Friday night game, it's an absolute rip snorter. The Broncos versus the Premiers, the Roosters. We're back at Suncorp. So if 8 games last week wasn't enough, let's just head back for another one. And quick one for the English people there. Ryan Hall has been named on an extended bench in jumper jersey 21. Jumper jersey, whatever you want to call it. He probably won't play, but it means he's very, very close. He's probably cover for Daniel Tupu, who's recovered from his neck injury at this stage. The Roosters, I think, will get the job done. Anthony Milford was awesome for the Broncos last week. He's a Suncorp specialist. But I think with Latrell Mitchell, who's made a miraculous recovery from his groin injury, it was like James Brown at the Apollo last week at Suncorp. He hurt his groin, struggled off, looked like he was gone, put on his cape, came back on, and whooshka, Latrell was back in form. I don't know what he hurt, but anyway, he's okay. I think led by Siosiwa Tokiaho, TKO to the Roosters by 7. And keep an eye on Satili Tupanua. He's the next Tuira Nikau, and even better. Our following game is the first game on Saturday. It's the Titans versus the Bulldogs. Really, who cares? The loser is gone for the season, and let's face it, I'm going to put a line through both teams. Titans by 10, they're at home. Let's move on. Okay, Saturday afternoon, we're heading up to Townsville, and the Cowboys had a spirited performance against the Rabbitohs, Sam Burgess's Rabbitohs, but Burgess and Cook ripped them apart, absolutely tore the Cowboys apart. They did fight back a tiny bit, and at home they're playing the Eels, who have gone win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. Maika Sivo is gone. He should have been sent off last week. I don't know what you have to do to get sent off these days, decapitate someone, I think, because he nearly took off a bloke's head last week and he got sin binned. Look, beware the rebound, but the Eels, they were pathetic last week. They're on the road. I think the Cowboys at home, led by Tamalolo, and the world's largest 5'8" and John Asiata. It's the Cowboys to get the job there. Cowboys by 6. We've done the Bunnies and the Raiders. Sorry, Raiders fans, I'm not changing my tip. I think you're going to lose. Let's go to Mudgee, the beautiful wine country of the Central West. One of the best towns on earth. Love you, Mudgee. Mwah. And sampling some beautiful football, hopefully, from the Knights taking on the Dragons. The Dragons always take a game out to Mudgee, Glen Willow Oval. And this should be a really close one, I think. The Dragons blew it last week against the Warriors. They had a really big lead. They just let it slip. James Graham, for you English people, had a fantastic game, his best game of the season. He's up against Kalen Ponga, who's sidestepped to slice through and score. He made Kieran Foran nearly do his knee. It was rugby league porn. He is unbelievable when he's on the loose. And between him and Mitchell Pearce, the Knights are going to be hard to beat. The Cleminator, he's just ripping out 200-metre running metres every game. It's James Graham's job to take him down, and I think he can. I actually think the Dragons are going to get this done, and I'm going to say in Golden Point with a Ben Hunt field goal. How's that for a prediction? Let's go to our last game. Oh boy, look out. We're going to the Bermuda Triangle in the Shire. It's the Sharks taking on the Seagulls. The Seagulls have Dylan Walker back after his court case has been sorted out. He was on the stand-down rule that the NRL implemented. The court case is over. Dylan's back on the field. The battle I'm looking forward to is Andrew Fafita, the wrecking ball, up against Marty Kapow to Pow. That's worth its weight in gold. View just for that alone. Chad Townsend's killing it. He's directing traffic beautifully. Please give Bronson Cherry some early ball. The kid has speed to burn. Let him move. We're at the Bermuda Triangle. We're in the Shire. ScoMo's clinging on. And to be honest, by the time this game's played, ScoMo probably won't be Prime Minister. The Cronulla's #1 ticket fan, Scott Morrison, our Prime Minister. I think Bill Shorten, here's an early tip for you. I'm calling it before you, Anthony Green. Labor will win, Bill Shorten will be Prime Minister, and ScoMo will be drowning his sorrows at PointsBet Stadium. But he'll be happy because the Sharks will get home by 10. That's it for round 10. Good luck with your tips. I'll see you later.